Here's one for all you know-it-all fucking retards, aka males that think you know everything, okay? So, and that's every male that thinks they know anything, all right? So with that being said, PTSD is caused from what? Trauma. So what does PTSD stand for? Post-traumatic stress disorder. And I have medical records that claim I have PTSD. From what? Domestic violence. From who? Well, my medical records, you hold on a second. My medical records from Crisis and Counseling back in 2002 reveal Matt Cunningham's name, Joel Cummings, Jeffrey Keaton. Those are law enforcement, and what? My ex being on Brianna's birth certificate, and Joel being my ex, not on Brianna's birth certificate, but the relation was up around the same time, ending and beginning, and then ending and beginning, and back and forth. I was underage. Post-traumatic stress disorder led to what? Social Security Administration finding me to be what? Disabled. 2005. January 2005. PTSD does not go away, correct? Hold on. Here we are. SSA, Social Security Administration. Okay. I have a whole file full of paperwork. And it tells me PTSD doesn't go away. And so therefore, it had to start somewhere, right? I wasn't born with PTSD, right? So noting my medical records, and I got a copy of them, and I just revealed some of the names in them. Noting that the names relate to my diagnosis of PTSD back in 2005. That gives me all reason to file a personal injury lawsuit against each and every one of them. Because if I didn't have PTSD caused from trauma from somewhere, somebody, Sydney Crossan, didn't forget you. I'd like to. Oh yeah, by the way, the 24th will be how many years that we've been divorced? It's been so many and counting. I forgot count. I don't try to keep track of you like you keep track of me. Anyhow, just saying, it just was brought to my attention through our children that our divorce date was finalized on the February 24th. That means somebody's keeping an eye on me. I don't have time, desire, or anything to keep tabs on any of you. But what I do want you all to know is that when I file again, Social Security Administration, personal injury lawsuits and all of that, it's because obviously somebody did something to me. Isn't that correct? Or again, I wouldn't have been able to be diagnosed. Or was it a malpractice misdiagnosis and hindering and aiding and abetting me from being able to be productively making a great income and providing the way I wanted to? Which would be another lawsuit, right? Because why? Because I have the freedom to life. I have the right to life. They tried taking my freedom. Why? Because they wanted my children. Why? Because they're indigenous? You want to alter their eugenics? I had all girls for a reason. Thank God. I prayed. Wish it was Immaculate Conception. However, I'll claim it was. Because the fathers, to me, are an embarrassment. Just saying. I don't understand what you don't understand, but I'm willing to teach you. As anybody knows, this is just on my free time. But I actually do motivational speaking. And I'm going to be speaking, and I'm going to be promoting, I'm going to be yelling, and I'm going to be hollering real loud. Because I want everybody to know that when I was diagnosed with PTSD, there were only those few people that had been in relation to me. I wasn't in a relation with Matt Cunningham. But he violated me in many ways. Verbally, emotionally, causing me much mental and emotional distress and anxiety. He's listed in my medical records. As well as the fact that I was just reading this a little while ago, the report back in February of 1991. I had met Jeff Keaton in February of 92. Things changed immensely because that's when I found out that he was sleeping with a 17-year-old, which was me, but also 12 or 13-year-old, which was his cousin. So, can we start talking about pedophiles? We're gonna start talking about pedophiles because I am gonna be heard. I can still file a personal injury lawsuit because look what it's done to me my whole life. I've been lied about. I've been defamed. I've not been able to be successful in areas that I wanted to be. I've paid a price at the hands of the criminals. Age 14, I was paying my own bills. In Madison, I had an electric bill in my name because it was my apartment lease in my name. I paid my bills age 14. And ever since then, every time I got involved with a male, they took from me. And they're still taking from me, hence the fact that my home got burned, all of my equipment to provide for the community, right down to cooking pots and pans. This is all hate crime and personal injury. Do you people not understand that yet? I know it's not just happened to me, it's happened to a lot of you out there. Come forward. Come see me. I'll help you. Let's tell it to the world what everybody's done to you and me. Let's make a change together. It's called liberty, freedom, and ours. We're human. So let's fight for humanity. Let's not fight for who wants what for oil or for trade. I'm not a fucking pawn. Strawman's Act, look it up. Demand the government and the state give you your money back. You were used as a pawn just like me. We didn't know about it, did we? Look at the bottom of your birth certificate. You see that set of numbers? The day you're born and that number goes on your birth certificate. They start following you. They being the government. It's called the Strawman's Act. It's all tied in together. They use your name and Social Security, and when they can't use you anymore, they defame you and try to get rid of you medically, involuntarily, charging frivolously, black marketing your babies, taking your right to life away from you, defaming your character, belittling you in humanity and society. All these males out here hating on me like I said, how many times do I have to say it? I filed court action against Somerset County Sheriff's Department and more in the state of Maine, as well as some idiot out there under the name of Jenni Doe, Jenni Doe, following me. How much fucking obvious is that? They've taken sections of some of my videos to point them out like they're a little fucking detective. Well, what they are is causing a lot of issues for all of, not just me, but all of you, taxpayers included. Everybody is ending up paying the price for what these idiots are out here doing. Because why? Because your government and state elected officials, I didn't vote any of these idiots in. Nor would I. And I didn't elect Dale Lancaster ever. Nor would I. And I've never trusted any of them. Why would I? I am going to request from the court now, because I've already requested from Dale Lancaster, so it's all important paperwork right there in the chair, waiting to go in. It's going into the courts, and it's also going into the government's office and the Attorney General's office. Everybody has to get a copy of it next week. Everything that I've already filed is all compiled. That's nice. That's an equinox. I wonder if... Just saying. The Jays. Jeffs. Jules. They all seem to have the same shit. Their wives need to have the same thing as me. I don't know. Narcissist bitches. Anyways. With that being said... No, I'm not on crack. And if you weren't surveilling me, stalking me, and trying to pick me apart when you don't know me, all you're doing is making everybody realize what the fuck is going on out here. So stop it, please. I'm only saying it for the community. I don't care what you say about me because it doesn't offend me like that. But it's offending the intelligence of the community. They ought to be quite embarrassed because these taxpayers that are in Somerset County, they're all getting pretty upset with the fact that I've filed time and time again. And that takes up court time, which is money. And that's what hurts these males out here. So why do you all keep on committing crimes? Beyond me. But think about it before you keep on wanting to speak about it.